our family together.
Yes.
We don't work at the same time. We specifically weren't together on Father's Day. It's the first day that we've missed together. So I was on a plane with my baby, James, and it's like, it's kind of torture these days because I'm on a plane and everywhere I look, every screen is my husband in a montage.
Y'all know Blake Lively as the queen of glam, but behind all that glitz, a messy history of shade, drama, and straight-up bullying that's got people talking louder than a Gossip Girl blast. From throwing shade at co-stars to making cringe-worthy comments about race, Blake's perfect image has cracks big enough for her ego to fit through. Ever wonder what goes on behind the scenes with Blake Lively? Buckle up, cause this ride's about to get wild and hella messy. From awkward beef with producers to sketchy comments about slavery-era fashion. Yes, for real, Blake's history is full of jaw-droppers. And don't even get us started on the on-set drama and shady digs at her co-stars. Trust us, you'll want to stick around for this one. Blake Lively, you know, Miss Serena van der Woodsen herself, is knee-deep in some major drama. And this time, it's not just Hollywood gossip. She's caught up in a legal war with her It Ends With Us co-star, and the tea? It's piping hot. Word on the street is Lively's accusing him of harassment and making the set a total nightmare. But here's the kicker. He's firing right back with his own lawsuit, flipping the script and claiming she's the real problem. Now, it's not just a feud, it's a full-on battle over who was really the bully behind the scenes. And just when we thought we'd heard it all, boom, new things are dropping, and this drama is far from over. 8. Baldoni's lawyer drops bombshell. Justin Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, is making some serious claims. He says he has solid proof that Blake Lively was bullying people on the set of It Ends With Us. And we're not talking about minor attitude problems. He's calling it a pattern of bullying that made life on set miserable. According to Friedman, the receipts are coming. Texts, emails, everything, showing just how bad it got.
Even her own representatives knew that she was threatening and mean and tough and wanted to get her way. This is not something that we wanted out there.
But here's where it gets even messier. Blake fired the first shot, accusing Baldoni of creating a toxic work environment. She claims the set was hostile because of him, but Baldoni's team isn't backing down. They're saying Blake was the real problem, allegedly using intimidation tactics, pulling power moves, and even trying to take control of the movie. Now, the internet is split. Some believe Blake was just standing up for herself, while others think she was the one making life unbearable for the cast and crew. With lawsuits flying and both sides claiming they have the truth, this is shaping up to be one of Hollywood's biggest behind-the-scenes feuds. Whatever happens next, it's clear Blake Lively's on-set behavior is under a serious spotlight. 7. Leaked footage and harassment claims rock Hollywood on Lively. Another bombshell has dropped in Hollywood. This time, leaked footage is at the center of the drama, still about Blake's bullying behavior. Word on the street is that Blake Lively turned the It Ends With Us set into a total nightmare, like Mean Girl levels of bad. Rumors are flying that she was making life miserable for everyone, and now there's talk of some seriously shady footage that could blow this whole thing wide open. Nobody's seen the clips yet, but the whispers are loud. Insiders say they show Lively being anything but the golden girl we all thought she was. Think diva energy dialed up to 100. And with her name already getting dragged into legal drama, this could be the nail in the coffin. Can you imagine showing up for work only to walk into a toxic mess that feels more like a high school clique war than a movie set? If these leaked clips are as messy as people claim, they could completely flip the script on Blake's squeaky clean rep. For now, Hollywood is sitting back with the popcorn waiting to see what drops next. Will we get more receipts, or is this just another messy chapter in an already wild saga? Either way, buckle up. This tea is far from cold. Stay tuned, because this story's far from over, and the next chapter might just be around the corner. 6. Interview incident with journalist Kirsty Flaw. Well, another cringe moment from Blake Lively's past just crawled out of the archives, and it's not a good look. This time, we're throwing it back to 2016 when journalist Kirsty Flaw was all hyped to interview Lively, only to get straight up ghosted over a simple baby bump comment.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump?
Like, not even a fake smile or a polite nod, just silence.
Generally, you just stay
far away for something like that in an exchange. But it went very, very viral. And people were saying Blake Lively was inappropriate and a bully, and it wasn't the first time. And then we saw a bunch of videos. Here it is with that clip with reporter Kirsty Flaw.
Flaw later spilled that the whole thing wasn't just awkward, it was humiliating. She felt so shut down that she actually considered quitting journalism. Imagine being that cold to someone just doing their job. Yikes! And now, with all the drama brewing around It Ends With Us, people are connecting the dots. Was this just a bad mood, or are we looking at a pattern of mean girl behavior? The internet is split, some defending Lively, others calling it more receipts of her shady ways. Either way, Hollywood's gloss can only hide so much, and if there's one thing we know, the internet never forgets. So as we keep watching this saga unfold, remember, in Hollywood, every action has its spotlight moment, even if it's one you'd rather forget. 5. Blake Lively being reporters' nightmare. Another incident adding to Blake Lively's growing reputation for bullying involves a live interview where she and co-star Parker Posey turned a routine chat into an uncomfortable spectacle. Instead of the usual Hollywood charm, the two reportedly went full mean girl mode, making the reporter feel humiliated in real time.
People started noticing that Blake seemed sort of bullyish to this person who has far less power.
Instead of lighthearted banter, these two apparently treated the journalist like the butt of a joke. And we're not talking playful teasing. This was awkward, uncomfortable, and left the poor reporter scrambling to keep their dignity intact. Like, imagine showing up to do your job and walking away feeling roasted on live TV. Now, with Lively already catching heat for her alleged behavior on It Ends With Us, people are side-eyeing this moment all over again. Was it just a bad day? Or is this part of a bigger pattern of Hollywood elitism? Some fans are brushing it off, but others are stacking the receipts. Either way, it's another reminder that not every celeb's red carpet glow matches their behind-the-scenes energy. And for that reporter, this was probably an interview they wish they could forget. 4. Blake Lively's set turned sales pitch. Another bullying scenario is one you haven't heard of. Blake Lively's latest controversy isn't about her on-set behavior alone, it's about how she's using It Ends With Us as a personal marketing opportunity and doing it like a bully. Instead of keeping the spotlight on the film's powerful message, she's been pushing her own businesses, from her hair care line to her drinks brand. Critics are calling it tone-deaf and self-serving, accusing her of overshadowing the film's social impact with a glorified sales pitch. Imagine attending a panel on domestic awareness only to hear about shampoo and cocktails instead. The backlash has been swift, with social media questioning whether she's truly invested in the film's message or just leveraging it for personal gain. While some argue that self-promotion is common in Hollywood, others believe she's crossed a line, raising ethical concerns about how celebrities use socially significant projects to boost their brands. With the discussion heating up, one thing's clear: Lively's priorities are now under serious scrutiny. And buckle up, because this isn't the end of the drama. There's more to come on how Lively handles the fallout. 3. Blackface incident. An old interview clip of Blake Lively has resurfaced, reigniting discussions about her past behavior, this time tied to racial insensitivity and bullying. So Blake Lively's back in the hot seat, and this time it's not for her usual diva antics. Nope, this time she's getting slammed for laughing about a high school prank where she used blackface to disguise herself just to follow a crush. She called it a funny teenage moment, but yeah, it's not funny anymore.
I'm a geek. See, he laughs at me. Well, I have.
Say one
no,
thing.
excuse me. I have blonde hair.
When hot
that's
girls
me.
say they're geeks, it pisses me off because I truly am a geek, and I hate to live with that. You guys are. Yeah, it's rebuttal.
Excuse me. My best friend and I, when we were in 10th grade, we had like crazy crushes. We would drive around, like stalk these guys. We decided one night to go to the arcade where they were, and I put bronzer all over myself in a Scary Spice fro, so I thought they would think I was like a black girl, and so I could stalk them.
The internet went off when this clip resurfaced. Blackface isn't some oops I was young thing. It's got a terrible history of mocking and dehumanizing black people. But here's the kicker: instead of owning up to it, Lively just laughed about it like it was no big deal. The tone? Completely dismissive. Like, hey, it happened, but whatever. No apology, no reflection, just a joke about something that's straight up harmful. Some fans are trying to give her a pass, saying it was a different time. Seriously, stop. But honestly, this feels less like a one-time mistake and more like a pattern where Lively keeps brushing off how her actions affect people. It's not just about being ignorant, it's about a lack of care and empathy. And with all the bullying claims already following her around, this clip has definitely stoked the fire. It's not just about a dumb high school move, it's about how Lively keeps downplaying the impact of her actions. 2. Legal threats to take over the movie. Blake Lively's on-set behavior is under even more scrutiny as Justin Baldoni's legal team levels new accusations against her. According to them, Lively wasn't just difficult to work with, she allegedly tried to take over the entire movie through intimidation and behind-the-scenes manipulation. According to Baldoni's lawyers, she wasn't just happy to star in the movie. Nah, she wanted to run the whole show. And how did she go about it? By allegedly throwing around threats and using some serious bullying tactics to get what she wanted. Instead of just being a team player, Lively's apparently been acting like a total puppet master behind the scenes, pulling all the strings to make sure the production was exactly how she wanted it. This isn't just a creative difference or a little diva moment. Nah, we're talking full-blown intimidation, with Lively allegedly trying to take control in a way that's making things way more tense. This is no longer just another Hollywood catfight, it's a major legal showdown with serious questions about how far Lively's power trip really went. The whole industry's watching this play out, and it looks like it's gonna get messy. 1. On-set behavior. Blake Lively's controversy is taking another turn, and this time it's not just about her on-set behavior, it's about how her legal team is handling the backlash. Instead of addressing the criticism directly, reports suggest that Lively's lawyers are actively going after those who speak out against her, using legal threats to silence them. Rather than engaging in open discussion or accountability, the alleged strategy appears to be one of intimidation. So now, critics, whether it's reporters or even crew members, are feeling the heat. Apparently, speaking out against Blake Lively isn't just gonna get you dragged on social media, you might get slapped with a cease and desist, or worse, a lawsuit. Yikes, right? So now it's not just about getting roasted online, it's real legal consequences. This whole vibe's making people wonder if celebs like Lively are using their legal teams to shut down any negative chatter instead of actually owning their actions. Is this just a fancy way of playing damage control? Some peeps are saying, let them defend themselves, but at what point does it turn into straight up silencing anyone who doesn't agree with you? So now the conversation's bigger than just her alleged bullying. It's about how Hollywood is really dealing with controversy. Are they fixing the issues or just using legal power to stomp out any bad press? With all this legal drama going on, it's clear things are about to get even spicier. So why is Blake catching all this smoke? Well, it's not just the messy high school drama or the Gossip Girl tea. Sis has a whole history of problematic behavior, and people are done letting it slide. Let's talk about that major wedding scandal. Blake and Ryan thought it was a cute idea to tie the knot at a freaking plantation. You know, a place built on slavery. People were like, seriously, y'all thought this was the move? The backlash was immediate. While Ryan owned up to the mistake and apologized, Blake? Crickets. And nothing screams privilege louder than staying silent when you've messed up big time. This isn't just about one bad decision, it's a pattern of using status to push people down, stir up drama, and avoid accountability. Whether it's shading reporters, clashing with co-stars, or turning minor conflicts into full-blown legal battles, the receipts are stacking up. Fans might love her for the glam looks and perfect Insta posts, but behind that polished smile? Yeah, the real Blake might not be so picture perfect. So what's next for Blake Lively? Will she address these stories or stay in her picture-perfect bubble? Either way, the spotlight isn't going anywhere. With her every move scrutinized, fans are left wondering, will the mean girl vibes fade, or will more tea spill about Hollywood's golden girl? Got thoughts on Blake's shady side? Drop them in the comments and be sure to check out our other videos for all the latest celebrity news.